Okay, hello and welcome back to Enderal, Forgotten Stories. So Home Sweet Home we wanted to do yesterday but we didn't, or last time. So let's swap the meat barrel for the vinegar barrel. I mean, why not? Like, where do we need to go for that actually? Let's start actually in here, sure.
Huh. Quite the weapon you got there. I really hope you use it for the right cause. Yes?
Excuse me, I'm new in this area. Do you happen to have any tips?
Well, I might. But I'm sure as heck not going to tell you, Moonskin. Now leave me alone. I don't have time for chit-chat.
Are you always this friendly?
Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me. I have to go.
Hello. Is it important?
Okay, you don't say anything. Sure. We have to actually look at traders and such, and actually look at skill books and such from now on. Go.
But that's how it is. Life is what you make of it. I stood amidst singing.
Well, we're here. They're having a fun time. And we don't need a potion for this. Yes, this is Skyrim lock picking. There we go.
Hi. What? Who are you? And what do you do with that beautiful barrel?
None of your business.
That is nice of you, you know. But I think today is your lucky day. For 50 pennies, I will forget what I saw here.
Well, I think I'll go now.
What? That's not how this works, you know. Just wait until the others hear about what you did.
Okay. I'm not telling anyone. I didn't do anything. I definitely didn't just murder someone.
Now, if it isn't my esteemed trade partner, I thought you were still in June.
Hello. Well, I was recently. Seriously, things are starting to get quite dicey out there. Lost one is all over the desert. Truth be told, I'm actually glad my character.
That's not a book. Myths and Legends.
Must be the red madness everyone is talking about. Say, do you happen to know the condition of the mines? Down there myself, and with all the things you hear from the wilderness, I'm starting to get worried.
Walk
Well,
blessed.
according to the Duneville people, the mines are safe.
Just 2 citizens.
But do you want to hear my opinion? I think you should call back all the money you have invested there as soon as possible. We both know Dunevillers aren't exactly the embodiment of virtue, and I'm pretty certain they'd be the last to defend your diggers if the mine gets ambushed. But as I said,
you can't ever have enough food with you. Even if you're like thieving around, like in this game, food is your saving grace. At least from like how I see it right now. I mean, during normal Skyrim, I would never do that.
Yes? Between cobble...
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered
Between
30
darkness.
novices.
Huh?
What in the blazes are you doing?
If you have to ask that, you'd better be on your way, my friend. What?
Dark fields between fire and ice. Hurrah, the loneliness of the elder man. Yeah, boom, pow. Whatever.
What the? I beg your pardon?
In the fountains of violence, my heart laughs. So hot, yet so cold. Oh no, such woe. A karach, ahoo, aye!
But by the righteous path, this is incredible. I've never heard anything like this before. Tell me, my friend, where did you learn this? Who taught you poetry?
No, I'm autodidact. I'm an autodidact? What?
Blazes, you're self-taught. Malthus truly did bless you with talent. Tell me, may I interpret your poem? It's just I have to.
Be my guest.
Well then, I hope this is not too much of a leap, but does your first line, the one with the dancing elder between fire and ice, deal with the socio-sexual isolation of old people in feudal societies?
I don't know.
I may be wrong, but that was the first thought that came to my head.
That was okay. That's what I meant indeed. By Malthus, and how I was thinking the metaphor was too risky.
No, not at all. I was particularly moved by how you used onomatopoeia in line 4 and 6. Do these brutal noises at the end of each verse symbolize the hedonistic, violent way of life among the common people who have absolutely no regard for the lonely man?
Exactly. Wow, what was the second poem?
Phew. Well, that's a tough one. To me, it sounds like the inner voice of a murderer. Yes, exactly. He celebrates his bloodthirsty way of life. In the fangs of violence, my heart laughs. And then, suddenly, justice ends him, which is once again conveyed through those guttural noises. And I have to say, how you use the uneven number of verses as a metaphor for the discord that results from such a lifestyle is nothing short of brilliant. If that's what you meant by it, of course. You did, didn't you?
Yes, you're incredible. I thought no one would ever understand.
Well,
I don't
you
even
know
understand
what?
myself, but well, whatever.
They wouldn't. The common people, they don't even understand when I tell them I'm a poet. Poet, they ask? What kind of profession is that? So now I simply tell them I'm an innkeep. That is something they are able to grasp with their limited intellect. Easy answers. That's what people long for. But you know what? I would rather die hungry than become one of those soulless pot boiler artists who make a fortune off their stupid stories. Like Jonas Schmid does. Do you know him? Mundane rubbish. That's all he writes. But you'll find it on every bookshelf. It's a disgrace. Pure and simple.
Why is Schmid's story so bad?
What? What kind of question is that? How can something that so many people like not be rubbish?
You mean everything that success has to be tried?
Of course! Not everyone has been blessed with an artist's intellect, you know.
There are two kinds of writers. Small minds who give the common people fodder that helps them feel smart, and true artists who want more from life. Those who create, with no greed for gold and fame, bound solely by the calling of the muse.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
Of course I am. I wish it weren't true, but it is. If only there were more people like us.
We actually got some...
In the shackles of lust.
Pristine. I actually got an achievement there.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why, but I actually got an achievement there. And I'll be leveling up after the incoming thing, so... I'm not going to... spend any food on healing. I'm not quite sure I heal right now. Like, I'm going to level up. I'm going to get healing anyway. Alright, let's see. Let's move on up. Let's move on up.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk.
Greetings.
Huh? Can I help you?
Oh, yeah. That's... So, Max Niceblood has a location not far away from here. You find something there that will lead you back over to, I don't know where. Like something north of here, so... That's not a quest. Like, I can do like the first part of the quest. Like, that's not hard. But it's the second part that I'm like, about. We can still do like the first part. We still have like a couple of enemies there, so... That we can easily dispose
always be even.
I did what you asked.
Wonderful. I can't wait to see what that stupid innkeeper has to say about the Rivervale Ale after tonight. Here's your reward, 40 pennies. And, as promised, a paper that marks you as a shareholder of the brewery. That should keep you motivated to stay silent about this in the meantime.
Fine, thank you very much.
Talk to Samael Sildren and Sildren and Friends, the bank. He will make sure you get your share of the brewery. Now, walk blessed. There's a lot to do.
We have leveled up. I actually do honestly like this. Like the whole leveling up and such. Like the boons. I don't actually use great swords all that much. What we're using right now is a Warhammer, right? Well, battle axe, but still, actually. Ah, well. We'll get all three of these actually eventually. Faster attacking speed, I want that as well for whatever we're going to do. We need fast attacking speed. Especially with 200 weapons, things are going to be hectic as fuck.
May your path always be even. Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered...
Okay. Okay, again, didn't actually crash. Okay, so that quest doesn't even say anything. Let's go to that Max person.
Huh? Can I help you?
But this time, okay, the game actually lets us out to the side of the port. Which is good, because it's actually on this way. On this side. It's right here. We will be fighting 2 highwaymen. Which is piece of cake with this here weapon. We also need to actually do the pit fight stuff. Why? Because you can actually get some pretty decent armor and weapon out of that as well, like after this. I'm only scared to like the first fight, because you instantly fight like 3 enemies.
Like the bite of a flea.
You fucking scum! You'll pay for that!
These highwaymen are nothing. Luckily. That's the note. Almost though, his quest. Well, let's actually go back to it and show him out. It's here. It's like I don't know how far like above everything. So I'm like, let's not. The other side. We can do that one. Alright, let the pit fight we're really not going to do. Like that, literally no. Not right now. So what I want to do for the pit fight, I want to actually create some better equipment for that first. Why create? Because you can actually create all your equipment. And it's said that when you create equipment, it's better than when you buy it. Which is kind of what I'm wanting to work towards.
Yes?
What we're going to do now, we're just going to go into a house. We're going to look at like an item. And then you have to go to Foamville, which we won't be doing just yet. I'm going to be looking like at the star amounts of quests. And I'll be using scrolls and stuff to go to certain places if I want to. If I decide like, hey, yeah, I can go there. Can I just have this here? Didn't mean the cola bottle like on my desk and such.
Well, that's just how he is. Oh, Malfest's blessings.
Monsieur?
Alright, let's go. We have a couple of different jobs to do here.
Look at that. Another snob from
Penny, my sir. Please, just one penny.
Hello.
An obvious. Nice.
In the city barracks. So I know you can actually use a signpost as well to travel around in this city.
A foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
Woman thinks she's Vatira incarnate. That's a nice dress you're wearing there, sunchild. I'd be careful. Some people down here would kill for something like that.
Dress? Just means no. She just means clones. Clones? Clothes.
Farewell.
These are about the other bandits. Do I have... There we go. So long dated what? I thought I saw something like long dated for... Hello. I think I'm beginning to go...
In no bed, so move along.
You're from the surface, aren't you? They say that Taylor Aranthil came back. Let's hope he knows who rules this place, as well as the Truchessa did.
A foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
Hey, bloody wench thinks she's Raptr incarnate.
Huh?
Huh?
Let's go with provisions. Show me your wares.
Take your time.
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
We only have 49 of us. Some wood. Well, I don't usually drink the wine as such, so...
Blessed.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk. Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you?
Sadly I am, yeah. Thanks, kid. Yeah, that's the only problem that I have with this location. Let's go with dirt and... apples. just some random knickknacks. I don't know what you can do with them, but sure. So now the quest is a silly 2-star. You have to go to Foamville.
What?
Over there, you're talking to the merchant. What happened?
I don't see how that concerns you. Don't you have some theatre play to attend to, Sunchild?
Well, maybe I can help you.
Help me? Well, I doubt that. That is unless you have a pouch with 300 pennies to give away. Oh, and maybe 2 sheaves of God's tongue to go with it.
What do you need the money for?
You're really nosy. You know that. But fine, what bad can it do? That son of a Virtue over there, Cabal Thorwall, he's the only merchant in the Undercity who still has Vinroot in his stocks. But since he knows that, he sells it for a price that would have upper city snobs running away screaming.
He was a good man.
Well, and if the apothecary in the pest house doesn't get new roots soon, the infected they treat there will start dying like flies within a day.
Well, and those infected can only be treated with a particular root?
You're no alchemist, are you? Aye, red vine root is the only thing that can help get those flesh maggots out of an infected body. I repeat, can. Even with a proper treatment, most people don't make it through.
Well, maybe I can talk to him.
Maybe you could, aye. I guess it'll be worth a shot. We need at least 10 sheaves so that the apothecary can make use of them. And I don't want to seem ungrateful, but don't expect to get anything in return for your help.
That's not ungrateful. You don't have to give me anything.
Huh? Well, fine then. Good luck.
Apart from some experience, but...
Hello.
So I've been told you're selling Raptr, Vinroot.
Oh, by the name of the sun. Won't this ever stop? Tell Nathalia, the apothecary, or whoever sent you that the price stays.
Well, Nathalia said that we'll have the roots. A dozen of people will die. Does it mean anything to you?
It does actually, yes. But it does not change the fact that I need to live somehow too. And that 300 per sheaf is already a fair price. Go on, ask those upper city merchants. You're lucky if they sell it below 500. Listen, I know exactly what you think. This ruthless bastard, how greedy, how evil, and so on and so forth. But that's not how it is, believe me. So, back to business. Are you looking for supplies? If not, just shove off.
Can't attract to that. Communal barracks. So let's get to that meeting.
Hello.
A real pretty thing you are. We should spend some time together.
Not gonna happen. We actually have to move this way.
My sir.
Move along.
You know bed, so...
There we go. Inner city. Also, everything from before, like everything from yesterday, has just been edited and rendered. So. Right, you mad rat.